You might have heard this song before in your lifetime. It comes from the game called Minecraft. Recently, I've gotten into Minecraft again, just because Minecraft is one of those games which you can always see yourself returning to. But playing Minecraft on vanilla without any mods is simply a bad experience. Microsoft. That's why the topic of today's video is Minecraft PvP clients. I want to hear what you guys think about these clients in the comments below. I hope I can show you at least one client that you didn't know about. So the first launcher to start off this video with is LiveMod. So from what I've seen, LiveMod has the best startup intro. LiveMod has a good design. LiveMod has most of the popular Minecraft versions. LiveMod has a good launcher featuring a skins tab with a skin browser and a cape tab. What's different, I think, with LiveMod though, is that it serves as like a platform on which you can build upon with other mods that you can choose to your liking. Unlike with the other clients where you just are given a bunch, they're already installed. The only thing left to ask yourself is whether you would like to use the mods or not. The next client we're going to be talking about is Feather Client. The first thing I can say about Feather Client is that it is actually kind of similar to LiveMod. Now, I've heard that this client is overhyped, and I think I might just agree. There's nothing really to say about this client. Just from the start, whenever you try to launch Minecraft from the client, it breaks and it doesn't start Minecraft until you restart the launcher and try again. I don't really like the UI for the launcher, but in-game, it's a little better. FPS wise, this client scored the lowest for me out of every other client. I don't like how in the start menu the Minecraft options are instead hidden at the top right corner as a small button compared to the cosmetics and screenshot buttons that I will never use. Some cool features that I did like are the fact that there was a mod, shader, and texture pack catalog, so you can easily browse and find everything you need in-game. A neat feature is also having a mod profile, so for different game modes you can have different mod profiles. Although this isn't a Feather exclusive feature, other clients have this as well, but there's nothing really to say about Feather Client. The only thing going for this client is that you can search what mods you want and pick what to install, as if you're playing on Forge and you're manually installing the mods yourself. But in this case, it's easier because all the mods are laid down there for you. The next client is Badline Client. Badline Client has gotten some bad rep over the years for little things, such as it being an outdated client and having an old interface. But I think they have managed to mitigate that. I think they're still a good option for a client. One side note though, I was disappointed to find out that I apparently had 6 emotes, but I could only actually use one of them. Also, I started searching around for each one of these clients for this video. Then, when I wanted to test out Badline, I wanted to test it out on their own server, the Badline server. But apparently it got closed and it no longer works, so I was kind of bummed out about that. I think Badline might be the best client for an FPS boost though. So if you really want to prioritize your FPS, then Badline is a good choice. So the next client is Solar Client. Now this is a client that I am almost certain that nobody that is watching this video has heard before, and that is why I want to bring some light to it. So, Solar Client is a fairly new Minecraft client. From what I've seen, it only supports Minecraft 1.8.9, but that's the only version that I play, so I don't really have a problem with that. Solar has a very interesting UI. You are immediately prompted to choose what color you want the UI to be, and you can also pick the accent color, so it's obvious that the creator cares about looks. You can pick your own image in the Minecraft home screen. I was going to praise the developers for putting this into the client, into the launcher, this amount of customization, but it turns out that you gotta pay for this option, so I guess. Solar has an abundance of options you have for mods. The mod menu is activated with your right shift on the keyboard. Also, I would like to shine a light to the music section in the mod. Why is there a music section? I don't even know how it works, and I don't think I'm going to try to figure out how it works. Let's move on. FPS wise, this client isn't the best, but it isn't the worst. I think it serves as a good middle ground. You get a lot of good stuff, like a lot of good mods, and you gain some FPS. I was playing with the default options, so you could probably squeeze out more FPS if you lowered the settings. Solar also has free cosmetics, free capes, and it allows people with cracked accounts or clients to play on it. Very nice. The only real downside I saw from my testing was the fact that it installed the client independently from the game and didn't have any of my already existing Minecraft data. But I'll be honest, that's not a very big deal at all. Next up is the most popular client out there right now that requires basically no introduction, Lunar Client. Aesthetic-wise, Lunar Client has the best logo and design. By design, I mean in-game. With its iconic, clean, blurry interface. Lunar Client also has a reputation for being exclusively used by all of the big-named pros and YouTubers. Or just try-hard sweatlords, and that's no coincidence. There are very good reasons why the best use this client. Lunar Client has support for all of the most popular Minecraft versions and has consistent updates that just keep on adding to the experience. Lunar Client also has, in my opinion, the easiest interface to understand. It's very hard to get lost in Lunar Client, if not impossible. It's very easy to understand, it's very easy to navigate, so that could only be a good thing. Lunar Client is also good FPS wise, giving you many options and optimizations that you can turn on and off. Although it's a little lacking compared to Bad Lion when you immediately install it without changing the settings. The only reason why Bad Lion Client is winning FPS wise is because it has even more options for optimizations. The only reason why Bad Lion Client is winning FPS wise is because it has even more options for optimizations. Plus, that's the only thing that Bad Lion Client really has over Lunar Client, so I wouldn't even consider switching to Bad Lion Client. Lunar Client will be receiving a huge update, or so I've heard, that will feature a mod loader, and this will truly make a huge difference. Even more people will start to use Lunar Client. By a mod loader, I mean it would be like a catalog where you could look at different mods that are made by people all around the world. So it will not. Well, you could look at a mod, you could choose that mod, and install it into the client without it being already integrated in the client. For newer versions of Minecraft, people typically use Feather Client to load some specific mods that they like. But whenever Lunar implements their own mod loader, I have a feeling that it's gonna be game changing, quite literally. Lunar Client has proven to be very stable and reliable, so I will continue to use this as my go-to Minecraft PvP client. Silent Client is the final one we're going to be talking about today. So Silent Client is a cracked client that has a clean user interface that is similar to Lunar Client. Apparently, this has been the most popular free Minecraft or cracked client, being hyped up by many cracked players, so I hope it can live up to the hype. The moment I opened the client and logged on, I was prompted with a free cosmetic, if anybody cares. This is yet another hardcore PvP client, meaning that it is only version 1.8.9. Though that is, as I said before, the only version that I play, so I don't really care about that. The launcher looks good. It doesn't have any unnecessary content added to it. It has a very intuitive design, making it hard to get lost. Like I said, kind of the same design principles as Lunar Client. From my playtesting, it's literally just Lunar Client, but for cracked, free Minecraft accounts. It has most of the same mods. It has nice features like reloading the game, a default UI and a modified UI with a different layout. FPS wise, I've heard that this client is good for slower computers, but compared to Lunar Client, I think this doesn't have as much of an FPS boost. I was really intrigued by this one option called raw mouse input, and that would basically remove your input delay. That's what it should do at least. For me though, it didn't work. So these were all of my picks for the Minecraft PvP clients video. I thought it was going to be a good idea to make this video just because all the different videos that I've seen on YouTube talking about PvP clients in Minecraft, they seem to be kind of outdated. Like they're 1 or 2 years old. So, like I said, I hope I can help you by making this video and shine some light on these unknown clients, like maybe Sower and Silent Client. So let's actually get to the ranking of these clients. Just because it's my tier list, that doesn't mean it's gonna be like a perfect tier list. That doesn't mean it's gonna be unbiased. If anything, I think it's biased. So what I recommend you guys do is check out these clients in your own spare time, just because everybody has different tastes, everybody has different likes, and everybody has different preferences. Lunar Client in S tier, obviously. If you can't tell, I really like Lunar Client. I'm a fan of Lunar Client. Uh, Next up, I would put Solar Client and Badline Client in A tier. Uh, Maybe I would put LiveMod in B tier. Feather Client and Silent Client, I would put them in C tier. Notice how I didn't put anything in D tier. That's because I don't think these clients are bad. They're just not my thing. Maybe I just don't like them. But maybe you will. Oh, and let me bring up this honorable mention. The vanilla Minecraft client that nobody should use in their fucking lifetime. Goodbye.